Now we have Alice Cooper at the first concert I ever went to. It was an Alice Cooper concert, and I've been a fan ever since. Puts on a great show, and his music's just good. Always liked it. It's the greatest hits. It's a good compilation. Definitely a must-own, I'd say, if you're not going to have anything else. We got Killer. Really like this album. A lot of good more alternative hits. I enjoy Dead Babies a lot. The song. Country Joe McDonald. Cool album. Another Woodstock alum. Cream. This is a cool one. I got this one given to me. Another band that I like Eric Clapton in. And he was pumped when I had this given to me. I've always liked Cream. Creedence Clearwater Revival. I like these guys since I've grown up. They have that cool bayou sound. Jim Croce, you don't mess around with Jim. Great artist. Died way too soon. And he had some great songs. He was more than just Bad Leroy Brown. Check out Rapid Roy and Photographs and Operator if you want to get into him. Operator's one of my favorites. So far, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Great tune. Helpless is one of my favorites. Heard Neil Young drove the drummer crazy recording that because he kept trying to get slower and slower and slower. And then, until the end of the night, he finally got it. Crosby, Stills and Nash. Sweet Judy Blue Eyes is on here. Which is a great tune. Wooden Ships, Hopelessly Hoping. Good stuff. Crosby, Stills, Nash on a boat. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young again. This is a really cool one. Doobie Brothers. Still in original packaging, which is always neat. Here we have Dr. Hook. Pleasure and Pain. These guys are kind of hit and miss, I find, but they definitely have some good songs. It's almost best to research the record before you pick it up. Pleasure and Pain. Where are we next? Making Love and Music. The back, just a list of songs. Just a list of songs. Now we have some cool stuff again. Doors. A Life She Cried. This is a really neat live album. Really good version of Little Red Rooster on here. And yeah, Texas Radio and the Big Beat. Really good version of that on here. The Soft Parade. A cool album. This one was given to me too. Good stuff. It's interesting too. Apparently, Touch Me, if you didn't know, was written by Robbie Krieger, the guitarist, and it was originally called Hit Me. It was written after a fight with his girlfriend, and they decided to change it because it was a little too violent sounding. Greatest Hits. Great band. Yeah, I read that in the John Dunsmore biography, which is a really good read. Bob Dylan, Hard Rain. Big Bob Dylan fan. This is a pretty decent live album. But he's not always the greatest live performer though. The Basement Tapes, really cool one here. Found this also at the Grand Bend Flea Market. Really cool Bob Dylan. The band's on this one too. Speaking of the band, Bob Dylan and the band. Recorded live in concert. Always like those guys as a combo. Greatest Hits, Volume 2. And Greatest Hits, Volume 1. favorite record is Desire, and I've yet to pick it up. You go to California, self-explanatory. Edward Bear. This is a cool one I've picked up at a Goodwill, I believe. Bluesy rock. Yellow. Don't bring me down on it, this one. And yeah, I like Yellow. Don't like all this stuff, but I like some other stuff. Now on to one of my favorite bands of all time, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yeah, kind of a weird choice, but hey, I guess I'm a weird guy. ELP. Yeah. One of the bands with the biggest egos, they say. Another one here. Love Beach, probably my least favorite record that I have of theirs. Kind of interesting, actually. When I first heard Emerson, Lake and Palmer, I took a chance on Trilogy, and I went home, listened to it, and I went out an hour later and bought the other two records that were there. Rain Salad Surgery. So they made a pretty big impact on me. Trilogy's still my favorite record. Speaking of which, Trilogy here. Really cool gatefold. Very woodsy. Very woodsy. Here we have the first one. I was reading somewhere that Lucky Man wasn't originally going to have the big Moog solo in it, but once Keith Emerson heard the Lucky Man track without it, he decided that it needed him on there because he had a pretty big ego and he didn't want to miss out on it. But Keith Emerson is pretty cool though. Pretty cool keyboardist anyway. Stabbing his Hammond organ and stuff. Always thought that was neat. Good old showmanship, you know. Jose Feliciano. If you don't know about him, he's a blind Spanish guitar player and is really good. Go check out his cover of California Dream and Light My Fire if you just want to get into him a little bit. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. Encore. Just more of him. Can't say too much else about him besides that. And Compartments. This is a good one. Kind of has a like that one Led Zeppelin album cover there, which is pretty neat. Physical Graffiti, I believe. That's cool. And yeah. Oh, one more thing I actually want to show you. I'll be right back. Here we have Sloan. Never hear the end of it. I actually got this live in concert. Great band live. Probably one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to. I'd say second favorite overall. I actually had it signed by the lead guitarist there. Really nice guy. Says thanks, Sean. And a lot of people probably wouldn't get an album signed, but it's a pretty good area to sign it in, and yeah, I don't care. I'm a fan. Well, I suppose that does it for Cube 3. I'll be back with Cube 4. Totally thanks for watching. I'll definitely be putting more stuff up. I'll be back with Cube 4, like I said. I'll put a couple of videos if you want to click on at the end of here to check out more stuff I've done. And yeah, thanks again. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good one.